of 2021 commencement ceremony. Congratulations. This is the 165th commencement of Seton Hall University. We are about to begin the proceedings. We will be conferring degrees today on the baccalaureate candidates from our colleges of Arts and Sciences, Education and Human Services, and our School of Diplomacy and International Relations. The commencement ceremony dates back to the universities of the Middle Ages. It is the occasion on which the entire university community assembles in its various ranks or degrees, each identified by its distinctive costume, to confer new ranks or degrees on its scholars who have demonstrated the learning appropriate for those degrees. It is the custom at Seton Hall University to begin the commencement procession with a pipe band to honor the Scottish origins of its namesake and patroness, Saint Elizabeth Ann Bailey Seton. Our pipe band today is the Seton Hall University and Essex Shillelagh Pipes and Drums.
Ready? Go. Yep. Band, attention! Minstrel boy, Scotland the brave. Minstrel boy, by the right, quick, march! Yeah?
Following the pipes and drums is the university's ROTC color guard. Please rise and remain standing for the posting of colors. Please be seated. Following the color guard is the Grand Marshal of the procession, Dr. Jonathan Farina, immediate past chair of the Faculty Senate. The Grand Marshal is carrying the university mace, the symbol of the university's authority to teach and confer degrees. Following the Grand Marshal is the Diaz Party, which encompasses members of Seton Hall University's Board of Trustees, its Board of Regents, our honorary degree recipient and commencement speaker, Ambassador Francis Rooney, Dr. Joseph Nyre, 21st President of the University, Most Reverend Michael A. Saporito, Auxiliary Bishop of Newark and Episcopal Vicar for Bergen County, Dr. Katia Passerini, Provost and Executive Vice President, the university's Vice Presidents, Deans, our Valedictorian, and our student singer. As a reminder, please take a moment to silence all cell phones and other electronic devices. And please adhere to MetLife Stadium health and safety protocols. Following tradition, we will begin our commencement program with the singing of the national anthem. Leading us in song this morning is Mr. Elliot Petrilla, class of 2021. Elliot is graduating with a degree in music with a concentration in sound production and engineering. He will be accompanied by Mr. Joseph Neglia. After the singing, please remain standing for our commencement invocation to be delivered by the Most Reverend Michael A. Saporito, Auxiliary Bishop of Newark and Episcopal Vicar for Bergen County. Now please stand and join us in the singing of our national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good and loving God, we invoke your blessings upon our gathering today. We are filled with a great sense of joy and accomplishment, even though the circumstances that have surrounded these achievements have been far different than we could have ever imagined. However, today we come thankful, for despite those challenges faced, there is much that gives us encouragement, hope, and a reason to be grateful. We ask your blessing upon our graduates today, not simply for what they have completed, but for the new horizons that await them. Our times call for women and men who are not only knowledgeable in fields of study and pursuits of excellence, but are people of integrity and faith, and determined to use their learnings and expertise to enhance the common good. We have learned much in these troubling days about our need for respecting the dignity of all people and races and backgrounds, about our common concern for the poor, the marginalized, those who are left out, left behind, and are suffering. Together, let us face the challenges of life with dialogue, understanding, and peace, instead of violence and hate. Let us dare to move forward despite the challenges that are ahead. But for today, let us rejoice in the many who have been with us during these years at Seton Hall University. May we cherish the bonds of friendship and affection that have been formed here. And let us bask in the light of achievements accomplished, in our personal growth, and in our perseverance through adversity. Let us go with your protection, guidance, and blessings into the new chapter of our lives. May the Spirit of the Lord be with you always. Amen.
Thank you, Bishop Saporito, and thank you, Mr. Petrilla. Please be seated. First and foremost, let us take a moment to acknowledge the extraordinary year the world continues to endure. Our entire Seton Hall family has come together during this time in so many ways to support each other, and most importantly, to provide the opportunity for the education of our students to move forward despite the unending challenges. And yes, while managing through circumstances that are the worst the world has suffered in a century, you, our students and newest alumni, have persevered. We come together today because the class of 2021 expressed its strong desire to commemorate in person the extraordinary achievement of so many of you. Due to the continued New Jersey state restrictions, the commencement of the class of 2021 is being celebrated in 3 separate ceremonies, this one being the first. We are thrilled to be here. Next, we would like to acknowledge and thank the families and the friends of our graduating class of 2021. Without your love and support, a good number of these students would not have had the resources, financial, emotional, or otherwise, to make it to today's ceremony. I ask the graduates to now rise and join us in applauding the families and other supporters of our students who are here today. Graduates, please be seated. Next, I would like to acknowledge our faculty who are with us today in person or watching through live stream. These dedicated professionals have been responsible for making your time here one of growth and self-reflection. And for that, we thank them. Let us thank our dedicated faculty for their unwavering commitment and service to our students and university. And now it is my pleasure to welcome the members of our two governing boards who are present today. The Board of Trustees has the ultimate legal responsibility for Seton Hall University, and the Board of Regents makes the policies that govern the university. Seton Hall University would not be what it is today were it not for the enormous investment of time, talent, and personal resources by the members of our boards. We owe them an immeasurable debt of gratitude. Thank you. Now we will begin with the valedictorian address. Speaking at this morning's ceremony from the School of Diplomacy and International Relations is our valedictorian, Daniela Andrea Maquera Sardon. Daniela is receiving her Bachelor of Arts in International Relations and Economics and is a university honors graduate.
Good morning, members of the Board of Regents and the Board of Trustees, Dr. Nyre, Provost Pastorini, Commencement Speaker Ambassador Francis Rooney, Deans, Administrators, Vice President, faculty, friends, and families. It is my honor to speak here today to celebrate a graduating class that is making history, the class of 2021. In the past year, our journeys at Seton Hall encountered unprecedented times, and yet each and every one of us kept moving forward with resilience. We managed to change and adapt in the face of a global pandemic that struck our college experience. We embodied Seton Hall's hazard set forward as we persisted despite the adversities. In part, it was because we held each other strongly as a community at Seton Hall, a university that we started calling home 4 years ago. Through the values of collaboration, academic excellence, and virtuosity taught inside and outside of the classroom, epitomized by administrators, faculty, and students, we grew to become the leaders here graduating. Let us commemorate every single effort, every obstacle overcome, and reflect on our growth from the time we first set foot on our beautiful university green and heard the Jubilee bells. What have we now become? What values has Seton Hall instilled in us? When I recall my Seton Hall journey, the two values that resonate within my heart and spirit are a sense of belonging and service. Before coming to Seton Hall, not fitting in was a big fear. My young Latina, immigrant, first-generation self who then could not envision herself as a global leader, did not yet realize the value nor strength of being simply me. But once Seton Hall opened its doors of abounding communities, I finally found belongingness. In the classroom with friends, professors, administrators, and coworkers, it was easy for all of us to find our authentic selves. We were fortunate to be surrounded by a community of people who cheered upon us, believed in us, and encouraged us to aim high. We felt empowered to embrace ourselves, our powers and talents because of Seton Hall, where we joined inspiring students who were the first in their families to attend college, of students from around the globe, of student daughters and sons of immigrants for whom Seton Hall signaled hope, of future medical professionals, business owners, communicators, diplomats, educators, artists, and priests determined to make a change. But most importantly, we encountered students with a passion and longing to serve. The community of servant leaders that surrounded us throughout our college journey takes me to Seton Hall's second value, service. Everywhere we went on campus, be they professors or administrator's office, the library, the cafeteria, the chapel, we were always received with a gentle smile and a genuine desire to be there to help. Transitioning into college was not easy, but in every step along the way, for some since pirate adventure, for others since their first campus visit, we always found someone at Seton Hall willing to help and support us. Professors taking the time to meet with us and making the effort to truly know us empowered us to do better. They encouraged us to aim higher. Friends with whom we spent late nights studying, rushed from Corrigan to Fahey Hall for class, attended basketball games and the Christmas tree lighting, they became sisters and brothers. From fundraisers to raising social awareness, we saw the impact that our peers as undergraduates were already making. We graduate now with the skills, the platforms, the relationships, and the support system to chase our audacious dreams and goals with the assurance that our Seton Hall family will be present, cheering us, lifting us up, but most importantly, caring for us. As we think back on our journey, join me in also thanking parents, family, friends, and mentors, those who, although were beyond the Seton Hall walls, constantly stood by our side. Let us always recall the words of Elizabeth Ann Seton engraved on the walls of our university library rotunda. Let God's truth be our guide. The future might be uncertain, but let's be hopeful. For there is someone higher above us that will guide our way. For there is a purpose and meaning that we all ended up here, knowing that we will always belong at Seton Hall. Hazard set forward, regardless of the distance or speed, what matters is that we keep moving forward. Dear Seton Hall family, remember that when things get hard, it means something greater is coming. This is it. This is our paramount moment. Let's keep changing the world, inspiring the world, and serving the world. But now, as Seton Hall graduates, go Pirates!
Thank you, Daniela. You make us proud. It is now my pleasure to present to you Dr. Katia Passerini, Seton Hall's Provost and Executive Vice President. Dr. Passerini.
Thank you, Mr. Borowick. One of the privileges enjoyed by an institution of higher learning is that it might confer honorary degrees. Such degrees are awarded to individuals who have made significant contributions to society, and through their work have realized the ideals and aspirations to which Seton Hall is committed. We want to honor one of such individuals today for his service to the people of the United States of America is a most worthy recipient. We ask our candidate, Ambassador Francis Rooney, and the 21st President of Seton Hall University, Dr. Joseph Nyre, to please rise and step forward. I invite Mr. Ed Cerny, member of our Board of Regents, to the podium to confer the honorary degree upon our distinguished nominee. President Nyre will salute Ambassador Rooney as Ms. Cerny confers the degree. Welcome, Ms. Cerny.
This is the part where I'm supposed to have something to read to you. Fortunately, I brought a spare copy, I think, because it doesn't appear to be here. I was an Eagle Scout, so they taught me to be prepared. Okay. In accordance with the authority granted to the Board of Regents of Seton Hall University, and at the direction of the board, I hereby confer on the candidate the honorary degree for which he has been presented, with all rights and privileges thereunto appertaining. In my name and in the name of the Board of Regents, may I offer you our sincere congratulations.
Good morning. I can probably take this off. Good morning. My name is Courtney Smith. I'm the Acting Dean of the School of Diplomacy and International Relations. It is my sincere pleasure to introduce Ambassador Francis Rooney, who was just awarded an honorary doctorate of humane letters. Ambassador Rooney is a most fitting recipient of this degree, given his record of servant leadership in both the public and private sectors. Ambassador Rooney most recently served as a member of the U.S. House of Representatives, representing the Florida's 19th District from 2017 to 2021. He was Vice Chair of the Foreign Relations Committee, the ranking member of its Western Hemisphere Subcommittee, and a member of the Joint Economic Committee. He was also the Republican co-chair of the Climate Solutions Caucus and a member of the Everglades and Estuary Caucuses. His work to address environmental issues in Florida and beyond includes supporting key legislation and authoring over 150 op-ed articles, some of which related to other vital national and international issues, such as the peaceful transfer of power and developments in Russia and Latin America. Prior to his service in Congress, Ambassador Rooney was appointed by President George W. Bush as the United States Ambassador to the Holy See, a role which he held from 2005 to 2008. Ambassador Rooney's friendship with another U.S. ambassador to the Holy See, the late Tom Milady, and his wife Margaret, who is here today, led to his connection with Seton Hall and the School of Diplomacy. Margaret has been a long-serving member and a previous chair of the school's Board of Advisors, and Tom served as our interim dean in 2013. Ambassador Rooney authored a book about diplomacy and the U.S. Holy See relationship called The Global Vatican. And in 2014, he visited our school and shared his diplomatic experience with our students and other members of the campus community. Ambassador Rooney also has demonstrated servant leadership as a successful businessman. He served as CEO of Rooney Holdings, a diversified group of companies engaged in construction, energy, real estate development, finance, and electronics manufacturing. Some of their projects promote civic engagement, including 2 U.S. presidential libraries and the U.S. Capitol's Visitor Center. Ambassador Rooney has served on numerous public and private boards, including universities, hospitals, the Trust for the National Mall, and the advisory board of the Panama Canal Authority. Ambassador Rooney received his undergraduate and law degrees from Georgetown, has honorary degrees from Notre Dame and the University of Dallas, and holds a U.S. Coast Guard 100-ton master's license. When I think of Ambassador Rooney's many achievements, I am reminded of Mother Seton, whose life and career had many iterations, with each new phase making a greater impact in the lives of others. Ambassador Rooney embodies the versatility, breadth of knowledge, skills, leadership, and passion that we instill in all of our graduates, including all of you we celebrate today. These qualities have prepared you to make a difference, just as Ambassador Rooney has done through a wide range of positions and roles across your careers. Please join me in welcoming our friend, Ambassador Francis Rooney, to the podium to deliver his remarks.
Thank you, President Nyre, university faculty and students, for allowing me to speak with you today. It is a great pleasure, yet also a challenge, to speak to you because of the outstanding reputation of Seton Hall and its graduates, both in the nourishment of our Catholic faith and in the secular world. You're joining a community of alumni who are distinguished for their contributions in career and service to others. From several perspectives, you are also graduating from this great university and entering the world at a most interesting and challenging time. The globalization of the last 20 years, which has brought over 1 billion people out of poverty, has also unleashed competitive forces and changes to our domestic job market, which have created great resentment among many Americans over where the country has gone. Many industries and sources of employment have shifted to lower cost environments, and the burden of re-education and adaptability is greater than ever for developed countries like the United States, not to mention the rise of China and the economic and security challenges which it presents. At the same time, though, while the global economy and employment have grown significantly, private and government debt has increased to a level never seen before. Time will tell how this will ultimately be resolved. While the economic and especially employment challenges are important, and of course close to home to you as you enter the workforce, there are other issues facing us which may end up being more intractable and threatening. The secular materialism which Pope Benedict criticized in Europe and Pope Francis has continued to raise represents a current of thought which affects government and economic policy as well as personal decisions and employment opportunities for young people like yourselves. But it also threatens the core values of our Catholic teaching, the sanctity of life, service to others, and compassion and concern for the common good of humanity. There are threads of such secularism here in the United States right now, with expanded political correctness, challenging the free speech and assembly rights enshrined in the First Amendment, an ever-growing state directly affecting our lives in more and more ways, and declining church attendance and declining support for organized religion. President Gerald Ford once said something which resonates now: a government which is big enough to give you everything you want is big enough to take away everything you have. History is replete with examples of adverse consequences of the state overwhelming individual rights and liberties. With these things going on, you might be tempted to say that these times are so overwhelming as to be unsolvable, but I think it is just the opposite, primarily because of the promise which you all, as graduates of Seton Hall, bring to the world. You are exactly the young people who have the values and skills to lead our country past this point of inflection. Challenges to the current mores and institutions and great economic and political changes have taken place throughout history. Often they were no less contests of values, principles, and ideals than right now. No generation is immune from failures of leadership, but it is how these points of inflection have been dealt with, which has determined whether mankind benefited or was burdened by them. They can work for good or evil. I say inflection because it's a turning point, not a permanent condition. And it is a question of how and not whether we evolve from the present. As graduates of Seton Hall, you have been formed and armed by your parents and family and the curriculum and your professors with a value system and a broad education which gives you the perspective to see things as they are in context and therefore make sound judgments about the best courses of action for our Catholic community, our country, and for society at large. This is a special gift which many people have not had. As such, you also have a responsibility to actively deploy your values and skills as the next generation of leaders in our country, to work to apply our Catholic teachings to protect and advance the values and policies of a just society, unencumbered by state domination, respecting the individual and the sanctity of life, and ready to defend our freedoms as inherent God-given rights. You will be the change agents and will be able to make a difference, but you will have to speak up and use your gifts wisely, the gifts that your university has given you and your family have helped bestow upon you. For example, Ronald Reagan didn't arrive at the presidency by himself and individually change the course of government to protect life, cut taxes, invigorate free enterprise, and defend our freedoms from communism. It took thousands of people, especially young entrants into the workforce, seeking better opportunities for their careers and to provide for their families, fed up with statism and a pervasive pessimism about the future, and overall seeking a better United States. It took them to elect him and subsequently provide the intellectual capital and continued political support for the enactment of the changes which were sorely needed. Similarly, consider the huge coalition of volunteers who turned out a historic percentage of votes to elect President Obama in the wake of the 2008 recession, and to support the economic recovery and healthcare measures he pursued. So, the call to activism and involvement hopefully will be a realistic and determined aspiration for you and for your fellow graduates. We need you, your new ideas and solid values, reinforcing to assure that the next wave of change is positive and constructive, reinforcing of our economic and cultural institutions rather than distractive from them, or even worse, destructive. No one else will do it. And as we've seen lately, there's no shortage of people willing to argue and push for alternative views. The clash of political and economic ideologies is just as profound now as in the early 20th century experiments with socialism and communism. The role of the state in our lives is up for grabs right now, and the country appears to be deeply divided. You can make the difference. In addition to the challenge of facing and taking part in the leadership and the debate about political and social policy agendas, however, is service to our fellow man. Service to others is rooted in our Catholic tradition and in many ways distinguishes us from other religions. No one does more for the poor, disadvantaged, and suffering than Catholic service organizations around the world. I know that service is a core aspect of the ethic and culture at Seton Hall. And this is another area where you can reflect on the fact that you are perhaps uniquely qualified to help improve our world. You may find service opportunities which become full-time occupations for you, or for a short while or the long run. For sure, there's more need than ever to help the less fortunate. Some opportunities for service are less apparent than others. The most obvious is the government, which needs good young people like yourselves at all levels, state, local, and federal. The exodus from the federal bureaucracy in the recent 4 years has undermined our government's ability to conduct diplomacy, deliver aid, and solve domestic problems like wages, climate change, and regulation of arms. There are non-governmental organizations around the world pushing their policies and framing their debates. I can assure you that someone will be there to do it. If people who defend Christian and Catholic values are not, and of course greater charitable and support organizations need your help more than ever. And no matter what course your career may take, the fact that service to others is ingrained as part of your education here and will be part of your life brings great optimism and hope to our future. As you go out into the world and undertake careers, raise families, and shape the debate over our future, the special charge of being a graduate of a great value-centric university will always be with you, just as the learning from your family and your childhood experiences will. To give you the strength and perspective to keep the main thing, and to lead in the best way possible by the example of how you live your lives, what you believe and how you defend what you believe. The best witness is personal example. Lastly, again, no matter how challenging the environment which you enter right now may appear, please keep in mind that you are facing an inflection point, not a permanent condition, and that there are many different ways to make a contribution. Adaptability and perspective are critical core competencies of the day, and you will be able to see the forest, not just the trees. These challenging times and the exigent need for young people like yourselves in our world call to mind the simple prayer of St. Francis of Assisi, begging our Lord to make me an instrument of your peace. I thank you for the chance to be here, to be a small part of the Seton Hall community, and most of all, to meet you, the graduating class of 2021, so capable, good, and thoughtful, and offering such power and energy to the world ahead. Our future is in good hands with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador Rooney, for your words, and we welcome you into the Seton Hall University community. It is tradition at Seton Hall's commencement that the president of the university delivers the charge to the senior class. President Nyre assumed the presidency at the start of your junior year and has led the university through the pandemic while advancing the university's long-term strategic vision. To charge the class of 2021, I invite the 21st president of Seton Hall University, Dr. Joseph E. Nyre, to the podium. Dr. Nyre.
Greetings, members of the class of 2021. I'm thrilled to join faculty, clergy, family, friends in honoring your accomplishments and celebrating your successes. When your Seton Hall journey began, this moment may have seemed far off into the future. There were immediate concerns, readings and activities, exams and internships, new friends, lifelong friends. Every day you persevered. And now, in person, at MetLife Stadium, your moment of commencement has arrived. On behalf of the Board of Regents, the Board of Trustees, the faculty and staff, the clergy, and 100,000 soon-to-be fellow alums, class of 2021, congratulations. You have earned it. Since you stepped onto campus, your achievements have brought renown to our university. Your intellectual gifts and passion for learning have served you well, and your actions this past year will long be remembered in Seton Hall history. Without you, our collective dreams for a safe and healthy year would have remained just that, dreams. But instead, you rose to the challenge and quite simply made this year possible. You masked up, you socially distanced, and you made the right choices to protect yourselves and others during these uncertain times. Every time we asked for your cooperation, you delivered. We couldn't be prouder or more grateful. Now, as society returns to something that resembles normal, you have a unique opportunity from this day on. From this day on, you will be used what you've learned at Seton Hall to create better lives for yourselves and for all of us. The world is showing itself to be increasingly complex and at the same time even more closely connected. We now know that an unforeseen incident in one corner of the globe can affect everyone everywhere. Like you, I pray we will never experience another year like the last one. Regardless, Seton Hall has prepared you well to forge your own path in this expansive, complicated, and interconnected world. On our campuses, you learn to acquire knowledge that turns knowledge into wisdom. In conversations with professors and peers and friends, you learn to reach a little further beyond your grasp. And as days turned into weeks, weeks stretched into semesters, you learn to set and realize goals, surmount any obstacle, and meet any challenge. Not even the worst public health crisis in a century will stop you. Yet as you leave us today, I urge you to remember what brought you to this point. Remember that nothing good in life is attained without patience. If the past year has taught us anything, it's that. And yet patience is sorely lacking in a culture of instant gratification where everything is available on demand. The most meaningful joys are the ones that take years to achieve. And if you don't believe me, just ask your parents. You are the living proof that the most meaningful joys are the ones that take years to achieve. Finally, remember that nothing great in life is ever accomplished without love. In your time with us, you benefited from the love and support and encouragement of your family and your friends. Today is as much their day as it is your day. My prayer for you, the class of 2021, is a lifetime of effort, patience, and love to complement the hopes and dreams you hold in your hearts. I'm confident these qualities will blossom into successful careers and lives well lived. So thank you. Thank you, class of 2021. Thank you for aiding and adding to a new chapter in Seton Hall's story of excellence. Thank you for setting a high bar in achievement and service, and for your uncommon flexibility and cooperation when we needed you most. May God bless you today, tomorrow, and in the years to come. Go Pirates!
Good morning. My name is Lyndiette Diaz, and as a member of the class of 2011 and representative from the Alumni Board of Directors, it is my pleasure to congratulate you for this incredible achievement. I welcome you to the alumni family, a network of over 100,000 proud and living Setonians worldwide. This network serves as a strong foundation and community of support as you embark on the next exciting chapters of your lives. You have achieved an immense accomplishment, and we are happy to celebrate this moment with you. As you take your next steps into your future careers, begin new adventures, or even continue with further your studies, we hope you stay connected with us. While it may seem as though your Seton Hall experience is drawing to a close, we assure you that today is just the beginning of a lifelong relationship with your alma mater. You are, and always will be, a pirate. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Ms. Diaz. Muchas gracias. And now, it is the time to recognize our honor graduates. Honor graduates are those students who have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.4 or better on a 4.0 scale. Graduates with averages of 3.4 to 3.5 are graduating cum laude. Will the students that are graduating cum laude please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. Please be seated. Now, graduates with averages of 3.6 to 3.8 are graduating magna cum laude. Will the students that are graduating magna cum laude please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. Please be seated. Graduates with averages of 3.9 to 4.0 are graduating summa cum laude. Will the students who are graduating summa cum laude please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. Please be seated. You must be very proud. It is now almost time in the program when each graduate from the class of 2021 will be personally recognized. But first, I would like to recognize the individual deans and students from our colleges and schools. The graduates attending this ceremony are mostly undergraduate students from the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Education and Human Services, and the School of Diplomacy and International Relations. But we also recognize any graduate attending this ceremony from other colleges as well. So let's start. Will Dean Peter Shoemaker and the graduates from the College of Arts and Sciences please rise to be recognized? Congratulations. Please be seated. Will Dean Dieter Yates and all the graduates from the College of Communication and the Arts please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. Will Dean Maureen Gillette and all the graduates of the College of Education and Human Services please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. Please be seated. Will Dean Marie Foley and all the graduates from the College of Nursing please stand and be recognized? Will Dean Joyce Strasser and all the graduates from the Stillman School of Business please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. Now, will Dean Courtney Smith and all the graduates from the School of Diplomacy and International Relations please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. Now, will Dean Brian Schulman and all the graduates of the School of Health and Medical Science please stand and be recognized? And finally, will Monsignor Joseph Riley and all the graduates from the Immaculate Conception Seminary School of Theology please stand and be recognized? Congratulations, everyone. And now it's the time to personally recognize each one of our graduates. Woo! Graduates will come into the stage using the ramp on the left side as directed by their faculty and city marshal. Graduates, please present your name cards to the reader at the dais, and then move forward across the stage where President Nyre will hand your diploma cover. and then you will proceed off the stage using the ramp on the right side. As a reminder, due to New Jersey state regulations, there will be no handshaking. To read the names of our graduates of the class of 2021 will be Associate Dean Elizabeth Halpin from the School of Diplomacy and International Relations. Associate Dean Halpin.
Good morning. Graduates, please rise as directed by your marshals and come to the dais. Jillian Gusick. Takaya White. Natalie Espinoza. Ingrid Quintanilla. Nicholas Zamlut. Angelica Renee Bautista. Francis Christopher Robles. Janica Nuestro. Katrina Toledo. Clarice Abanila. Caitlin Gartley. Ruby Pazzapoletti. Christina Chan. Andy K. Walters. Thanelie Bien Ami. Kayla Rivers. Valerie Dorset. Lachelle Dufresne. Kerry McGrath. Alyssa Ricketts. Osei Lindsay. Jonathan Pinnock. Serena Johnson. Michael Kosak. AJ Shaw. Mustafa Sabri. Salamo Degorimo. Prachi Dave. Michelle Davis. Madison Sanderlin. Chiadozea Onaniwu. Ernie Fertile. Anwar Kiki. Elijah Bland. Megan Prowl. Laura Spiak. Patrick De Silva. Emily Shirino. Lindsay Baskin. Alyssa Tolentino. Rachel Reardon. Julia Brosnahan. Zachary Fuentes. Francis Della Torre. John Paul Tinio. Dominic Fano. Anthony Ayanada. Nina Giangrande. Benjamin Brown. Amanda Brewster. Alexa Sholand. Santiago Guevara. Cheyenne LaRusso. Eric Gargiulo. Samantha Vale. Margaret Burgeon. Cassidy Walker. Jessica Chartier. Gianna De Jesus. Yanis Alejo. Kadeem Leslie. Kyla Chembel. Joseph Garcia. Stephen Trin. Sherry Chan. Elizabeth Shahata. Imani Tolliver. Brianna Peterson. Janae Baracato. Ruhia Lynn. Peyton Beaver. Megan Whitney. Amanda Hartman. Olivia Abate. Hendy Jacey. Nicole Klepka. Benjamin Hands. Camille Nikile. Brian Doyle. Alyssa Lee. Himani Bujaj. Shivani Desai. Aliyah Zaidi. Sharon Safji. Chris Tran. Gabrielle Hari. Sujauta Sri Nivasan. Ariba Raymond. Sydney Battaglia. Greg Quackenbush. Marie Leone. Stephanie Rovier. Roxanne Peters. Ivana Nino. Katie Fields. Jessica Moore. Sebastian Fortes. Erica Wiley. Tatiana Regifo. Myra Brown. Jessica Romanelli. Lindsay Browser. John Evans Jr. Nino Hervans. Diane White. Matthew Kunha. Lauren Calandro. Daniel Virak. Marlena Rizzo. Natasha Filinocic. Olivia Montine. Nicole Stevens. Dafina Jambalik. Amalia Moreira. Anna Kindler. Juliana Guarino. Lauren Zensky. Brielle Brehani. Lace Balouche. Stephen Musto. Sean Brelvy. Alyssa Kajian. Samuel Adams. Casey Perez. Ryan Camacho. Joshua Badard. Elena Dorlan. Filippo Bombenci. Thomas Restivo. Declan Rickey. Sebastian Valbuena. Emily Chabla. Blake Rowe. Emilio Guadarrama. Joshua Guerra. Essence Williams. Tala Ahmed. Anthony Ortega. Elizabeth Kavanaugh Knief. Juliana Cadian. Jessica Rose Chamo. Valencia Saintus. Nia Toombs. Mara Isabel Kabingon. Marion Harvises. Sarah Holcraft. Kiara Viasilo. Jessica Leonardo. Samantha Valenti. Albert Demaculangan. Jonathan Zabrowski. Vincent Verdilli. Jake Lally. Lisa Moriello. Macy Rock. Brooke Mullen. Isabella Lapolo. Minia Hughes. Brianna Harris. Shania Vincent. Tayasia Harris. Tyra Rouse. Sean Bywater. Daniel Hurley. Nicole DiPasso. Cameron Matisic. Amanda Halpin. Shannon Kurjic. Kimberly Para. Lauren Trainer. Karina Arceo. Joseph Motto. Christian Davis. Zachary Trevellis. Julia Cassidy. Anne Mulligan. Haley Sewell. Alexa Morbelli. Hannah Tinney. Mariah Brayman. Hannah Curran. Joshua Newman. Ella Small. Tien Phan, Craig Pelling, Jackson Lead, Bradley Schumer, Kaylee Fino, Brittany Segura, Matilda Gogler, Katie Morrow, Delaney Trotter, Margaret Hart, Ryan Saluzzo, Catherine Wasson, Brandy Sigler, Victoria Ling, Catherine Conroy, Kayla Oakley, Jessica Brino, Ryan Estes, Kiara Elizabeth Harris, Dean Cackness, Aya Penn, Roba Hassan, Vanessa Fiscal, Jalen Henderson Pina, Christina Nicole Pallardino, Gabriela Elizabeth Valdez, JV DeCason, Melissa Esposito, Vanessa Vuyi, Vanessa Arias, Kayleen Nunez, Jennifer Golias, Sherry George, Andrew Martinez, Zachary DeSanza, Benjamin Saxon, Jordan Azer, Leith Katow, Gloria Akal, Natalie Arioza Suarez, Bianca Stover, Catherine Bernal, Penelope Way, Mary Ernst, Gabriella Nicole Hoffman, Gabriella Giordano, Neftali Cruz, Maria Benevenia, Anjali Badrinath, Gabrielle Mustay, Miranda Brula, Kira Ross, Joseph Iannelli III, Andrew Weiler, Michael Lind, Melanie Sanchez, Sarah Marino, Ashley DeKemper, Kate Moore, Amanda Mann, Mansi Shah, Majeda Mohammed, Juliana Venditti, Kilna Kaduar, Elizabeth Poplowski, Amanda Irvin, Alessia Lombardi. Elisa Cutilla. Morgan Kovacis. Kayla Manzo. Kathleen Vega Conza. Anthony Sine Herrera. Katrina Jarvis. John Michael Benedict Uciano. Christina Fernandez. Samantha Dyer. Brittany Dyka. Moira Nelligan. Grant Tokarski. Jacqueline M. Liam Pham. Joseph Ng. Desmond Roberts. Thomas Holauka. Emily Ocampo Estrada. Elizabeth Sotong. Bianca Tata. Danielle Camilleri. Alyssa Ritzkowski. Emily Kaza. Atlee Fortney. Danielle Brinkman. Erica Mantilla. Maria Haran. Leslie Erazo. Helena Schmidt-Berger. Jasmine Singh. Melanie Pacheco. Tyler Abline. Jennifer Fenter. Angelina Idelrola. Luis Mota. Stephen Campana. Dakota Renard. Brady Hayes. Sajen Modi. Anne Marielle Perez. Victoria Newman. Kelly Murphy. Aubrey Casterline. Connor Kendra. Hans Joshua Yabo. Christina Morelli. Kelsey Sheely. Daniel O'Shea. Varun Dovey. Brady Black. Matthew Taco Bravo. Sylvia Maresca. Lynn Ann Texa. Juan Maldonado. Joseph Carbone. Tabitha LaRocca. Emily Wetzel. Imani Talise Brown. Victoria Dombrowski. Is that right? Victoria Dubkowski. Alexa Dory. Christina Ribeiro Casimiro. Maura Ryan. Alyssa Caradonna. Marissa Puccio. Celine Mazzella. Hannah Sonic. Jose Martinez. Kelsey Guzman. Justin Tramontana. Jessica Kelly. Stacy Barantes. Heywan Cho. Shannon O'Brien. Jodianne Robinson. Anthony Aliberti. Harrison Burns. Theodore Sigalis. Jasmine Smith. Desiree Elmore. Mark Giuliano. Brendan Stanzione. Evangelica Palidis. Ashley Antonio. Isabella Desa. Alyssa Santos. Daniela Battaglia. Samantha Yacarino. Cassandra Rosetti. Brielle Runfeld. Caitlin Vega. Tiffany Landazabal. Alyssa Leslie Villasenor. Sean Berry. Dominic Gamaro. Caitlin Tansky. Victoria Olavsky. Christina Monaco. Anthony Rodriguez. Kana Emery. Ashley Farias. Gianna Grandinetti. Allison Luby. Brianna Barbosa. Daria Marola. Rachel Mayer. Sri Prasanna Bandaropi. Kina Lugo. Andrea Chavez. Rayanne Suchiki. Jenna Sulo. Melissa Bilbao. Nikaya Banu. Hadra Shahid. Lauren LaRocco Edwards. Stephen Roberts. Isabella DeCosmo. Farah Sims. Samantha Shaw. Jacob Patron. Sharif Farag Habila. Olivia Seaback. Alexis Wallace. Anna Baravecchio. Valentina Orejarena. Amber Chaudhry. Isabella Someira. Chloe Demesman. Catherine Yaguana Rodriguez. Nikori Medina. Alexandra Zarilla. Andrew Diamato. Anne Francis Pino. Corey Campo Hermoso, Sean Patrick McGill, Stefano Vargas, Noel Schilling, Julie Stankowitz, Amelia Wooten, Natalie Sherman, Alice Kaplan, Delaney Cha, Annika Springsteel, Kueana Josephs, Christian Logan, Anthony Morrow, Maha Khan, Victoria Fox, Jasmine Diaz, Alec Walsek, Lawson Barkley, Carl Helvey, Cecilia Pateman, Julia Goni, Natalie Gura, Alexa Skalski, Alexis Duffy, Julia Hallman, McKenna Meeks, Emily Nix, Megan Herschel, Alexa Doria, Sarah Peterson, Olivia Nassisi, Elizabeth Dennis, Rakesh Patel, Marinelle Gata, Shajeda Udin, Sloan Nicoletti Watson, Gabriella Sokol, Marie Sokol, Sarah Hutchinson, Abigail Richter, Patricia Maraglio, Krisha Patel, Ashley Wotak, Matea Toleska, Christina Glutch, Nelson Mercado, Markella Kerwin, Vanessa Fan, Marissa Accurso, Cassandra Cable, Alyssa Gerioso, Kelsey Douglas, Victor Ladino, Megan Kirk, Alyssa Brianna Correa, Celine Mata, Daniela Gamanowski, Christopher Coppola, Samantha Dulcimascolo, Cameron Johns, Lauren Alyssa Turco, Caitlin Nieswenter, Danielle Anthony, Tyler Manlanget, Cameron O'Neill, Caitlin Martin, Allison Schaefer, Severia Antonici, Ariana Torres, Giviana Tomasini, Trevor Peacock, Teresa Savramutu. Antonella Savrimata. James Tracy III. Courtney Peroni. Abigail Dorley. Amber Benevento. Megan Stanton. Catherine Donahue. Paige Hocko. Bianca Forsucci. Jessica Bartel. Daisy Kaloshi. Salma El Maha. Jenna Iorio. Kaylee Maluli. Matthew Montez de Oca. Larissa Sagha. Shania Lyons Watson. Carly Westner. Nicole Verdi. Brittany Fosbrink. Axel Santagareth. Sarah Kenny. Stephen Hoffman. Adam Fada. Devin Smith. Mohamed Al-Said Sr. Aurora Coker-Spurger. Sade Nixon. Alyssa Futa. Roslyn Taylor. Jordan Gosson. Kathleen Navarro. Nikolai Boharkes. Ryan Zich Jr. John Paul Rincon. Xiomara Mejia. Pablo Torres. Adrian Michael Bernal. Frodel Lorenang. Ramiz Alijalat. Thank you. Heather Santiago. Brittany Caputo. Takal Mosen. Anna Tosic. Sophie Fisher. Melissa Valesco. Sarah Vasquez. Sarah Klachansky. Nayana Booker. Brenda D'Souza. Rashawn Williams. Idalis Carlos. Summer Hanafi. Ron Anthony Lubertazzo. Christine Lucette Leonardo. Kylie Aoki. Paige McDonald. Sofia Calvo Castillo. Carlina Fonseca. Luke Zayaya. Paige Tenpenny. Megan Truong. Jason Garcia, Miranda Negron, Olivia Hernandez, Emily Hernandez, Kellen Murphy, Mejdi Awad, Marissa Broderick, Stefan Arsharoni, Noah Joseph, Michael Patterson, Alexandra Torres, Gianna Graziano, Andrew Bird, Isis Deskins, Mariam Ramambias, Wurud Atiyat, Camille Teachman, Catherine Witkowski, Nicole Salvamini, Ashley Reyes, Alexis Mortarelli, Amanda Duque, Marina Valiz, Cheyenne Gampat, Preetha Benjamin, Antoinette Carmen, Esther Belfer, Dormashia Ward, Joseph Leon Mordy III, Stephanie Chiomino, Ishani Sanyal, Marieva Battle, Gabrielle Brazil, Amanda Divino, Malik Campbell, Wilmer Francisco, Ashley Pardo, Zanaya Prado, Jamie Terrell, Monica Manungin, Taylor McKeever, Dina Gifford, Oswald Leone, Mackenzie McCann, Divya Dadi, Annalisa Espino, Shavar Reynolds Jr., Miles Kale, Lacey Shook, Gianna Cardis, William Coman, Basent Gaber, Asina Wahab, Samantha Palada, Naomi Flores, Victoria Gomez, Casey Hachimanji, Judith Corin, Evan Ganning, Kevin McKenzie, Catherine Strick, Daniela Andrea Maquera Sardon. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Alpin. We now come to the heart of the ceremony, the Conferral of Degrees. Will all the degree candidates please rise? Mr. Ed Cerny, member of the Board of Regents, will confer these degrees. Mr. Cerny, on behalf of Seton Hall University, I certify that the candidates whose names are hereby submitted have satisfied all the requirements to participate in the 2021 commencement exercises. I ask that those who have completed all degree requirements be hereby granted their degrees. Mr. Cerny, please come forward to confer the degrees.
Okay, let's make this official and get you pirates out of that beautiful but I know hot sun. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Seton Hall University, for those who have completed their degree requirements, I hereby confer on them the degrees for which they have been recommended by their respective deans, with all the rights, privileges, and obligations thereunto appertaining. In my name, and in the name of the Board of Regents, I offer you our sincere congratulations. You did it. You are now all officially Seton Hall alumni, and that is awesome. Go Pirates!
Thank you, Mr. Cerny. Please remain standing. As a symbol of your graduation, please move your tassels from right to left on your caps. Congratulations to all new graduates of Seton Hall University and their families that are in the stands. Please be seated. We're coming to the end of the commencement ceremony, and I must ask you to give me your attention for a few seconds so that we can all leave speedily and safely. After the singing of the alma mater, please be seated for the exit of the day's party. In order to follow New Jersey state guidelines, graduates must stay seated until directed by your faculty marshals on the floor. Undergraduate and graduate robes may be returned to the drop-off boxes located outside of this arena. Please remember that you're welcome to keep your caps and tassels. Doctor gowns should be returned to the office of the registrar. It is tradition that we end our commencement ceremony with the singing of the alma mater. Please welcome Mr. Petriglia, who will lead us in the singing of our alma mater. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2021. Graduates, go out and accomplish great things.
To alma mater, all be loyal, keep her name in purest light, never waver from her precepts, guard her banner blue and white. Oh, sing her name stones you stumble, pray to God to be your guide. Think of Seton Hall, your mother, then forge on in steady stride. Oh, sing her name to highest skies, and be ye faithful in her eyes, for she will foster